Good afternoon, students. Today we will be having our first online classes. Since you know that because of this epidemic, I'm not able to physically take your classes, and you are all out of Banasthali campus. So make sure that all are present and follow these video tutorials. So some of you requested to continue with shorting techniques, and today we will be analyzing the different shorting technique as per your curriculum or syllabus is concerned. So you have three shorting technique, that is bubble short, insertion short and selection short. So today on the very first tutorial session we will be analyzing what is actually shorting is and what is the necessity of performing this shorting technique, along with the basic difference of selection shot, bubble shot and insertion shot. We will be slowly and steadily proceeding with the same, but on the very first class we will be experiencing the basic and minute details of bubble shot. Now today, before starting this shorting technique, I must say you that recall what we have learned in inserting an elements in an 1D or one dimensional array, and we have also done the different searching of elements within that array. Now what we will be doing today, we will be performing shorting technique using the vehicle language C++. We are here using C++ as per your curriculum, and the basic difference between all the three sorting technique will be illustrated on the next session of the class. Okay, so let us continue, and we will be also demonstrating the shorting technique using programming language C++. So today is 22/4/2020, right? So actually we will first go with the definition of what is shorting is, right? We will be first going with the definition of what shorting is, and then we will be discussing about our first shorting technique, that is bubble short, right? Now you know that in an array it can be of n dimension, right? You know that in an array, whatever may be the length of the array, we can insert any number. Let us suppose 7, then followed by 15, 18, 19, 20 and so on. Now if we vividly analyze the element stored within this array, this is a shorted one. Now what does this shorted denotes over here? Shorting means actually arranging, right? Arranging the data according to their values in some specific order, whether in ascending or in descending, right? Now shorting is arranging of data according to their values in some specific order, whether in ascending or descending. By value which means the value that is 7 or 15 or 18 or 19 or 20, that is we are actually inserting within this array, right? Now here our first sorting technique according to your curriculum is bubble sorting, right? Now before illustrating the same, we need to analyze and understand the basic principle of what a bubble sort actually describes us. Now in bubble sorting, let us suppose we have an array of n element. This is the index 0 1 2 3 4, right? So initially whatever may be the element over here, let us suppose x, and whatever the element over here, let us suppose y. Initially in bubble sort, x will be compared with y. That means whether x is greater than y, or x is smaller than y, or x is equals to y. These are the comparison we generally do. But there is a conditional comparison done in case of bubble sorting. Why the term conditional given over here? Just to describe whether this element is heavier than this. Heavier in a broader sense can be explained as, if we take this array named as ARR, or can be coined as A. So let us suppose A of I, this I is the indexed value which will be subscribed starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 followed by 4 and so on. This A of I, that is the first element, will be compared with the immediately preceding element, that is A of I plus 1. Now if I suppose the value of I is 0, that is A of 0th element will be immediately compared with A of 0th plus 1, that will be A of 1. That is the immediate element of A of 0, right? That means this will be immediately compared with this one. After this comparison, if the conditional comparison allows you that this comparison is right or wrong, whatever maybe, that will be explained later on in the subsequent sessions of this lecture. If that allows, then this data will be exchanged. Now the first question is that what is the conditional comparison, or what is the conditional conditions that is imposed in this comparison, right? Now the first and the foremost thing in bubble sort is that ARRI, that is the first element, and the next immediate element ARR or AI plus 1, they will be compared with each other. If A of I is greater than A of I plus 1, that means if this element is greater than this one, that means this element is heavier. Here the term heavier is explained as the value. If we see that this array is already sorted, now let us suppose there is an array 8, 7, 19, 11 and 12. This is an unsorted array. Now in case of bubble sort, what happens? This 8 will be compared with 7, right? Once this 8 is compared with 7, that is ARR0 is compared with ARR1. We are comparing whether ARR0 is greater than ARR1 or not. Yes, it is true, because 8 is actually greater than 7. That means 8 is actually greater than 7. It is true. So we will be exchanging the values. That means 7 will be placed over here, followed by 8 and 19, 11 and 12. That means we have already successfully exchanged or swapped the value of the first and its succeeding element, right? So after swapping the values, that means 7 will be placed in 0th position, 8 will be placed in 1, and 19, 11 and 12 are all placed in their relevant places. Right? Now what actually happens after this first exchange is done? Now my next task is to compare between these two elements, that is between 8 and 19. Look very precisely and very carefully that we are now actually comparing a of 1, that is this 8, and its next succeeding element, that is a of 2. This is my condition. Whether a of 1 is greater than a of 2 or not? No, this condition is actually false because 8 is not greater than 19. Right? 8 is not actually greater than 19. So we will not be proceeding further. I mean to say, we will not swap the values. We will not actually swapping the values. That will be 19 be placed in that position, relevant position 2, and it will be kept in that relevant position, that is index value 1. After that, our next task is we will be comparing 19 with 11. We will be comparing 19 with 11. Right? We have the index value 0, 1, 2, 3 followed by 4. We will be comparing 19 with 11. Now my duty is that whether a of 2 is greater than a of 3, we have to check this condition. That is, I have already told you a of I and a of I plus 1. Now the value of I is 2, that is the index value 2 is whether greater than the index value I plus 1, that is 3. Now you see 19 is actually greater than 11. Right? 19 is actually greater than 11. Now 19 since greater than 11, so the condition remains true, and we will be doing swap. That means 19 will be placed in third index and 11 will be placed in second index. So it will be like this: 7, 8, 11, 19 and 12. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 is already placed in 0th element, as since it is done on the very first portion of our algorithm. Now 8 in first position. Now 9 among 19 and 11 over here, it is being swapped. That means 11 is placed on second position and 19 is placed on third position. Right? So after this, our next task is to compare between 19 and 12, that is a of 3 and a of 4. We are going to compare whether a of 3 is greater than a of 4 or not. Now we see that 19 is actually greater than 12. That means this condition remains true. So again we will be swapping my value. That means at last 19 is placed at fourth position. 19 is placed at fourth position. Right? 19 is placed at fourth position and this 12 is placed at third position. Right? 19 is placed at fourth position, this 12 is placed at third position. Now you see, among this sequence of comparison, that is among the sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, among the sequence of this 5 or 4, whatever may be the comparison over there that I have described you see at last the largest element is kept at the final position. We have over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 element. That means number of element is our 5. Now number of element is 5. That means the value of n is n minus 1, that is we have the value of element, that is 5 minus 1 is equals to 4. Now we have the value of element, value of n is 4, so number of element is 5 and the value of n is 4, as you all know. So after each and every sequence of comparison, that is each and every, this is called pass, each and every pass, right, each and every pass we are actually experiencing that the largest element is actually kept in the highest position, that is n, okay, sorry, n minus 1, n minus 1th position, right, the largest element among the entire array. See, 19 was over here, that is on the second position, 0 1 2 second position. Since 19 is the largest among these all elements, so 19 is placed in fourth position, that is n minus 1th position. Okay, so this is the basic principle of bubble sorting. Now since you can see these elements are already sorted on the very first position, we will be proceeding with another example where you can actually get the original flavor of bubble sorting. Okay, so let us suppose we have elements as 40, 20, right, 50, 60, 30 and 10. Okay, this is my elements, of the array, 40, 20, 50, 60, 30 and 10. Okay, make sure my graphics is not good actually, because I'm not doing a board work right now. So 40, 20, 50, 60, 30 and 10, right? So on the very first moment, that is on the very first position, 0 1 2 3 4 and 5, so here the number of elements is e equals to 5 and the value of n is n minus 1, right, n will be number of element is 6 and the value of n is 5, 0 1 2 3 4 5, that means 1 2 3 4 5 6 elements are stored in the consecutive location of the array, right? Now we are actually first comparing between 0 and 1. We have with us the previous knowledge of how these elements is actually swapped. We will be first checking whether a of 0 is greater than a of 1 or not. We see that 40 is actually greater than 20, so we will be placing 20 over here, because this condition is true, because a of 0 is actually greater than a of 1, this condition remains true, so we will be swapping. That means 40 will be placed over here, 20 will be placed over here, right, followed by 50, 60, 30 and 10. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5, right? Now my next duty is to check between a of 0 and a of 1 and a of 2, that means a of 1 and a of 2, right? So once we are checking the value of the elements placed in a of 1, that is 40, so is 40 greater than 50? No, it is not greater than 50, right? It is actually not greater than 50. So what we will be doing, we will be not swapping the elements, right? So the elements remain as it is, that is 20, after that 40, after that 50, after that 60, then followed by 30 and 10, that means 0 1 2 3 and 4 and 5, right? Now my next duty is to perform the checking among a of 2 and a of 3, a of 2 and a of 3. So we will be checking between a of 2 and a of 3. Now we see that 60 is actually greater than 50, but 50 is not greater, that means this one is not greater, again the condition remains false. swapping is not permitted, right? So we will be proceeding further. That is 20, 40, 50, 60 followed by 30 and 10. 1 2 3 4 5, right? This happens. Now here our comparison has already been done up to here, right? Now we will be compare between these two. That means a of 3 is either greater than a of 4. Yes, this condition remains true. Why? Because 60 is actually greater than 30, right? Since 60 is actually greater than 30, so what I mean to say that our 60 is greater than 30, so it will be 20, 40, 50, 60. It will be swapped. So over here it will be 30, then 60 and 10 and 10, right? 0 1 2 3 4 5, right? Now you see our next task is to compare between 60 and 10, right? Is to compare between 60 and 10. So we see that a of 4 is actually greater than a of 5, right? A of 4 is actually greater than a of 5. So naturally this will be again swapped. That means 20, 40, 50, 30, 10 and 60. Now you see the highest element, that is 60, among all the element in this array is actually placed in the highest position, that is n equals to 5. In the highest position, right? Since my element is 6, so my highest position is e minus 1, that is n equals to 5. That means nth minus 1th position will be my highest position, right? Nth minus 1th position. Okay, now we actually obtain this particular element, that is the highest element in the highest position. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? After 6 number of iterations, that is the 6 number of iterations of inner loop, there will be one pass. And remember, in bubble shot, in one single pass, the highest element is kept at n minus 1th position, right? N minus 1th position. So our first task is almost done, because we are getting the largest element in the highest position. Now on the very second pass, we have with this array, that is 20, 40, 50, 30, 10 and 60. We will be again proceeding from 0th element, right? So we will be comparing between 20 and 40. No, swapping is not allowed, since 20 is not greater than 40, right? So swapping not allowed. Again between 40 and 50, no, swapping is not allowed. Again between 50 and 30, since 50 is actually greater than 30, that means over here 50 is actually what, greater than 30, so we will be swapping this element. Now we will be swapping this element, that is 30 will be here and 50 will be here, followed by 10 and 60, and our index value or number will be 0 1 2 3 4 5, right? So 30 will be placed over here, on the second position, that is on the second, it is not actually the second position, this is my second position, but it is the index value which is coined as 2012. So 30 is actually placed in second index, third index 012, okay, a of 2, right? So 50 is placed over here, right, and 10 followed by 60. Now again my task is to compare between 50 and 10, between 50 and 10, that means between 3 and 4. A of 3 is compared with A of 4. Yes, we see actually the value of 50, that means sorry, not the value of 50, the value of A of third index, that is 50, is actually greater than the value of A of 4, that is 10. So swapping actually takes place, and we see, and we again see it will be 20, 40, 30, 10, 50 followed by 60, followed by 60, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we see actually 50 is placed at A of fourth position, right? Now this is my second pass, this is my pass number 2 or the second pass, and we see that 50 is the second highest element among all the elements present in this array. So it is placed on the second highest position within this array, right? This actually states us that on the very first pass we are getting the highest element among the array in the n-1th position. On the second pass we are getting the second highest element on the n-2th position, that is n-2 means 4, in the value of n is 6, so n-2 is 4. Now presently we are having the elements as, presently we are having the element as 20 followed by 40, 20, 40, 30, 20, 40, 30, 10, 50 and 60, 30, 10, 50 and 60, right? This is our elements, these are our elements. I'm really very sorry because actually I could not make this tutorial classes more lucrative, as because I am actually holding this mobile stand in one hand of mine, and my another hand is actually engaged in writing in this notebook. So I'm really very sorry because this could not be much more lucrative than what you actually get in my classroom, where both of my hand actually engaged in board work, right? So just bear with what actually happening and try to focus on what I am actually trying to elaborately explain in these tutorial sessions, right? So now again we will be starting with 20 and 40. We see that 20 is actually not greater than 40, so swapping is not done. Between 40 and 30, yes, we see actually between 40 and 30, 40 is actually greater, right? So 30 will be placed A of 1th position, followed by 40, 10, 50 and 60. Then you see swapping actually takes place since the value of A of 1, on compressing the value of A of 1, we actually get that A of 1 is actually greater than A of 2, right? That means 30 is actually lesser than 40 and 40 is actually greater than 30. That means A of 1 is actually greater than A of 2. That's why swapping actually takes place. Okay, now After the swapping actually takes place, our next duty is to compare between A of 2 and A of 3, right? Our next task is to compare between A of 2, that means this value and this value. We again see that this condition holds true or remains true, that is 40 is actually greater than 10. So we will be actually swapping the value of 10 over here and 40 over here, right? Don't worry, because this all will be demonstrating using my vehicle language that we are going to use over here, C++. Don't worry regarding that. So 10 will be placed over here, 40 will be over here, followed by 50 and 60. Our next task is to compare between 3 and 4, that is A of 3 and A of 4, whether this A of 3 is greater than A of 4 or not. We see this is not true. Our again immediate next task is to compare between A of 4 and A of 5. A of 4 and A of 5, we see this also remains false. Why? Because 50 is not greater than 60. Now our third pass is complete, and we again see that this is 40. That means this is the third highest element which is placed in A of 3, right? So on the very first pass, we see that 60 is placed as n minus 1th position. My second highest element, that is 50, is placed on n minus 2th position. My third highest element, that is 40, is placed on n minus 3th position. So now we will be again proceeding, and we will be visualizing our next comparison. That means let us see what happens in pass 4. Now presently we have 20, 30, 10, 40, 50 and 60, right? Now what actually happens over here, our three highest elements are already kept in their relevant or respective position. Now we will be starting our comparison with 20 and 30. That means A of 0 is either greater than A of 1 or not. No, the condition is false. Again, we will be comparing between A of 1 between A of 2. Yes, the condition remains true because 30 is actually greater than 10, right? So 20 is placed over here, 10 over here, 30 over here, 40 over here, 50 over here and 60 over here. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Our next task is to compare between A of 2 and A of 3. That means A of 2 is what my 30 and A of 3 is what my 40. This condition is false. Again, A of 3 and A of 4, again this condition is false. Again, A of 4 along with A of 5, this condition also remains false. These three conditions, because these three highest elements are placed in their relevant position. So we again see on the very first, second, what is the pass? This is my first pass, second pass, third pass, this is the fourth pass. That is element number 30. Element number 30 is kept in their relevant position. Now we have with us 20, 10, 30, 40, 50 and 60. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our first task is to compare between A of 0, y the greater than a of 1. Yes, the condition remains true. So we will be swapping the values, that is a of 10, it is not a of 10, a of 1th value, that is 10, will be swapped to a of 0th position, and this 20 will be swapped to a of 1th position, right? 0 1 2 3 4 5. Now again my duty is to check between these two elements. No, it is already placed in their relevant position between these two between these two. We will be comparing between these two, and we see that all the elements are their respective relevant position, and we get our best sorted element in the 5th pass. We get our best sorted element in the 5th pass. Now you see, at each and every pass, the highest element are placed in the most relevant position, that is in minus 1th position of the array. Now we will be visualizing the enter technique. As we have drafted this particular algorithm, the methodology, we will be using the same, using the vehicle language. Here we are actually taking C++ as the vehicle language. We will be actually furnishing or elaborating the same, try to implement the same using this vehicle language C++. So for now, it is clear to you that how this bubble sorting technique is actually being implemented, and what is the basic idea among this technique. So keep watching my tutorials. I will be uploading this implementation of bubble sort using C++ language very soon. Thank you. Stay safe and stay healthy.